Welcome back to Let Me Guide You. I know this isn't like my normal videos, this is a Nightreign video, but someone asked and so they shall receive. Today I'm walking you through the entire city of Noklateo. There are many different routes you could take, but the one I like to take when I'm in solos is I start with Loretta first, and Loretta is weak to physical damage. She's highly resistant to magic. The build I'm running is with my Revenant and it's with Beast Claw. You might think it's a little meta, but honestly I found it out before it became meta, I guess. I liked it because it was low on FP. But anyway, if you wanted to skip to where I was actually inside of the city, then you could go ahead and skip. I'll put the time down below. After I took care of her, I went ahead and grabbed a little reward, and now I'm going to actually go to the city. I consider Loretta a part of the city as well as the dragon and the hippo, so I'm going to do the entire interior and exterior in this video. From here, there are two different paths you can take. I take the right path. The left path is quicker to get to the copy room as well as the troll and one of the Black Knife assassins as well as one Mausoleum Knight. But the way I'm choosing, I can swing by the merchant if I want, but it has a little bit more enemies for me personally and it's a little smoother. So normally the first Mausoleum Knight that I fight will be right here, but for some reason, and I apologize, he did not appear there. If that is the case with you, then turn around, he will appear further down, which is what he did for me. If he does appear down here, watch out for the mini Astel, I like to call them. But I'm going to go ahead and take this one out and then pick up my reward and then we will continue. And just so it's not too long, I will be speeding up the actual fight sequences by 2 times. But after we finish that, I'm going to continue up the stairs and to the back. Please be careful of an ambush spot right here. If you wanted to, you could have climbed up to where that mini Astel was and killed him for 20,000 runes. Also be wary of that Mausoleum Knight. He might throw a spear at you. Only the ones with glowing spears will drop you items. But anyway, I'm climbing up these waterfalls. I am going to touch on this grace, but it's not necessary. And then I'm going to head up the stairs. At the top, I'm going to pull right, and there's going to be a damage negation boost. And here is the first Black Knife assassin that I like to fight. I like to lure her in here so that I don't fall off the cliff, because that has happened before, unfortunately. But once I'm done, I'm going to hit the grace before I continue. And continuing on, I'm not going to fight the Royal Revenant first. I like to do that later. So I'm first going to go to the chest. And you can just hop around this little corner here, but I have fallen down before and I don't wish to do that again, so I'm going the long way. Now when I'm in solo, I like to jump all the way up, but if I'm in trios, I will jump through a window to make it a little faster, but I like to summon Sebastian to aggro the Mausoleum Knight when I am solo. So after that, I'm going to ignore the Mausoleum Knight, and there's usually a scarab up here. And there was one for me in this run. After that, I'm going between this arch, and then I'm going to jump over this railing. If you have Wilder, you could jump on the opposite end using your grapple, but since I don't have a grapple, I'm not doing that. And here is the second Mausoleum Knight. Once I get this reward, I'm going to go to the Royal Revenant, which is just a drop down from here. If you have Revenant, don't forget that your healing spell can stun them, but if you use Beast Claw, then it's not really necessary because it just does so much damage, it's crazy. After that, I'm going to hit the grace again, and then I'm going to go to the third Mausoleum Knight, which is just up above us. There's going to be 2 jumps, 1 and 2. Woo, almost didn't make it. And here's the third Mausoleum Knight. After I take care of him, I'm going to go straight to Astel from here. Well, of course, I'm going to hit the grace first to get some FP back. I usually ignore that Mausoleum Knight unless he follows me to the troll, so I'm just going to ignore him here. Now for Astel, he is weak to blunt damage, so Beast Sling and Beast Claw, those are really good for him. He can also bleed. He's resistant against magic unless you have a very OP magic build. I really don't like Astel, he just spams a lot of stuff. And this fight lasted so long even when I sped it up. But as soon as he dies, I go for the city reward and then I go back for Astel's reward because it takes so long to pop up. I'm a very impatient person. I also didn't mean to do rejection there. But once I've got that, now I'm going to go straight to the dragonkin soldier. Now my route here is a little different, so we're going to go ahead to the dragonkin soldier first. Once he's defeated, I'm going to head to my right, and there will be a bunch of places you can jump up to get to the troll. I didn't grab it, but there is another damage negation boost to the left. And here's the troll. If you want to do the Black Knife Assassin first and then the troll, he most likely will appear near that tree to the left of us. I just wanted to let you know in case you lost him. But after that, I'm hitting this grace, and then I'm going to kill the page before the Black Knife Assassin so that he doesn't snipe me, because he has done that before. And now it's time for the Black Knife Assassin. After her is when I'm going to go to the copy room. I don't go there every single run, I only usually go if I have something good, and most of the time it's going to be another passive. I also don't usually fight these two in here, I just know exactly what I need to copy and I prepare it ahead of time. So after that, I'm going to go to the dragon, which is down this pathway, and from where the page was, I'm going to turn right. If you see that grace, then you know you're going the right way. Don't jump down, I'm going to go around the big hole, and I'm going to do some parkour on the rooftops. So I'm going to jump on this first one, and then I'm going to jump on the one behind it, and then you gotta trust yourself. You have to jump over the railing. It's okay, I promise you won't die. Although it is kind of a butt clincher. But here we are, now we're going to the dragon. Be careful, it will do the same thing as it does in Limgrave. It will knock you over if you get too close. Okay, now here's where the tour kind of gets a little funky. So I missed a church earlier and I decided to go ahead and get it. So if you wouldn't follow this path, then you would just go straight north and you'll find a hippo. Now, since I chose to go to the church instead of the hippo first, I was not able to find the 4th Mausoleum Knight in time, but he is on the left side. So instead of going underground where you normally would go, cling to the leftmost side and you'll find a bunch of like rubble, but he should be over there. And you could have also killed the other mini Astel, which would be shooting rocks at you, for another 20,000 runes. But anyway, here is the hippo and the last one on this tour for today. After he's taken care of, you can just use that spirit spring to the left to get to where the Night 2 boss arena is. Or if you chose to go here first instead of the church like I did, you could just enter the city from here and take care of that last Mausoleum Knight. But thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. And maybe I'll get to continue these Nightreign guides as well. Bye!